What is up, everyone, and welcome back to yet another Infinite Digital video. And here is the long anticipated in detail review of the BlockDAG operations and what these guys do and how everything works. So we're going to do a deep dive into their white paper and show you guys all the details and all the intriguing facts of their entire operation behind the scenes, if you will, and I'm going to show you guys just how interesting everything is. But before we get into all those details, a little disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor and therefore I'm not accountable for any losses that you may make in the crypto NFT world, so please do your own due diligence, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below with your favorite thoughts and opinions at the very end of the video. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. So we're starting off with their white paper, which has, I think, 21 pages, which is absolutely insane. So we're going to dive right into it and see what it's all about. Essentially, this is the most detailed part, the most detailed place where you can find everything regarding this project. Basically, so if you have any questions, if you simply want to know more, or if you're simply interested in how these guys actually work and how they're so successful, this over here is a secret recipe, and literally they're all of their operations here in one place. So essentially you have the DAG extract explaining a bit about it, the evolution of chain, reimagining DLT with BlockDAG, so the realm of distributed ledgers who has witnessed the remarkable evolution spearheaded by blockchain technology. Blockchains have revolutionized data security and trust, offering an immutable record of transactions across a decentralized network. However, as blockchain adoption grows, limitations in scalability and transaction speed have emerged. Directed acyclic graphs, or DAGs, have emerged as a potential solution, offering parallel processing and faster throughput as well. Yet DAGs often come with trade-offs in terms of security and decentralization. So down below we have more about blockchain. So it's a distributed and decentralized technology. It underlies cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and at its core, it's a chain of blocks where each block contains a batch of transactions. So it's literally simplified everything bit by bit, explaining what actually goes on, and even the most simplest of terms such as blockchain is really simplified even more so that you really can understand and comprehend what the point of it is. So blockchain's core strength lies in its decentralized and secure nature, and it creates an immutable record maintained by a distributed network of computers, and the fosters trust and transparency, eliminating the need for a central authority. Now, goes on to explain more about that. We have more about the DAG over here, and BlockDAG essentially is a hybrid concept that combines features of both traditional blockchains and DAGs, and it retains the benefits of DAGs such as high scalability and faster transaction processing, while integrating the security and trust of blockchain consensus mechanisms. So it's literally the best of both worlds. It's combined into one, and it creates this incredible project over here that we see before us, and all of their incredible operations once again. So moving on, we have a little bit more of an introduction explaining to us what really goes on over here and what we're going to be seeing. So Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything, a little bit about them, and that model where miners are responsible for creating blocks, and each block having to consist of new transactions submitted by users, a proof of work puzzle, and a reference to the previous block. The networks follow a linear chain structure where new blocks are pinned to the end of the longest chain while disregarding other blocks. So goes on to explain more about that. Down below you have a few pictures explaining visually what goes on following the text that is explaining the protocol and more about it. And then we have the intuition, more about that. We even have some formulas over here that I'm really not going to get into, but you guys, if you definitely want to, make sure to go and read it thoroughly because it really is interesting. This part over here is a bit more complicated for me, but all of the other parts I really do understand completely, and it really is intriguing, and I learned a lot reading through this entire thing. So it really does help you gain another perspective and see what happens behind closed doors and what happens behind the scenes, essentially. They also have a selection of well-connected cluster, the topological sorting of the DAG, as well. You have a little bit of an explanation of what goes on there, ordering of transactions, and algorithm 1 choosing the cluster. That is step 1. Then you've got the selecting of a blue set, algorithm 2, ordering the DAG, the core concept of it, the process, initialization, iterative processing for each child block as well. And over here, once again, you have a visual picturesque way of describing what goes on over there as well. The output upon depletion of the queue, the list containing the order block signifies the conclusive transaction order within the DAG itself. Down below, ordering the DAG algorithm to, once again, the input and the output, literally everything in such detail that I cannot even explain. You guys can see it even over here in the intuition and everything else that's going on over here, literally step by step, and simplifying everything that goes on over here, completely transparent and giving you guys everything you need to know and understand how everything in BlockDAG works. Down below, even more information going into prioritizing the heaviness, the benefits, the Go stack provides an efficient mechanism for ordering transactions within the BlockDAG structure by prioritizing heavier chains that enhances security by rendering it challenging for malicious actors to disrupt the established order itself. Then we have the limitations, the security down below, the honest majority assumption, GoStack and chain dominance, the probabilistic security, and then on the right hand side, limitations and trade-offs, the MP hardness, the attack vectors, notable features of BlockDAG network, and the quick and efficient, low transaction fees, also a very, very important part, the EVM compatibility, and all once again in such detail that you literally understand how everything works and the mechanics behind the huge operation. The scalability, you have the BlockDAG network ecosystem as well. So the platform enables the user to unleash in-depth analysis of the BlockDAG network and acting as a search engine, dividing into real-time data, trace transactions that provide detailed data from the start to the current state. So once again, step by step, and users can access information about specific transaction, public wallet addresses, contract deployed, coins, and nodes connected to the network as well. Down below, also low code is no code basically, so that is one of the things that they're implementing. BlockDAG payment card as well. You can experience the future of finance with the BlockDAG crypto payment card. This is one of my favorite parts about everything goes on over here, because having an actual card is simply amazing, and you can seamlessly bridge the gap between crypto and everyday spending, backed by rock solid security of peace of mind, and your digital assets become your gateway to the entire world. So you can experience the future of finance where your crypto wallet opens doors worldwide here at BlockDAG. You have the key benefits such as streamlining the use of cryptocurrencies for daily purchases, providing a tangible use case for BDAG expanding to its utility, driving mainstream adoption by bridging crypto and traditional finance, among others as well, the proof of engagement mobile application, the key benefits of that as well, and the introduction of the BlockDAG coin, which is also very important, and describing the transaction fees, the P2P transaction, and the staking rewards as well, all of which are brilliantly developed, the DApp access to, and this also is a very, very useful part in their white paper, and that is how to mine BDAG. So you've got a step-by-step process explaining everything that you need to do. It's simplified, and everyone can really help themselves out over here as well if you are not that into everything going on over here. And if you're not sure how to actually set it up, it's very simple. Number one is the hardware setup. Number two is establishing the network connection. And number three, simply mining pool configuration. So as simple as that, 3 steps, and you are on the go. Apart from that, definitely make sure to check out the tokenomics as well. You got the max supply of this number over here. An insane number, 150 billion, absolutely crazy. The presale allocation at 33%, the community allocation at 66%, miners 80, community building is 15, liquidity pool 5, and the team is 1%. So definitely keep all of that in mind. It's a great redistribution. Down below, when we're done with that, we can check out the problem statement and their solution to the previous statement. So you got scalability issues, low transaction throughput, high transaction fees, delays in confirmation times, compromised privacy and security, as well as increased energy consumption, all of which are real problems. And luckily, we've got some solutions on our hands as well. We've got the enhanced scalability, increased transaction throughput, almost instantaneous transactions, and uncompromised privacy and security, which is always a big thing. And I really think that this key point over here is one of the biggest ones, because they really have developed an insane system that makes it work. And really congrats to them for even putting all of this like this so you guys can understand as well, and anyone really to understand the mechanics behind their entire operation. Then we've got the technical build roadmap, the April, May, June, and August, everything that's going to be happening. So these guys do have a lot of plan. They've got the formulation of the development technical white paper. Once again, selection of DAG data structure, phantom DAG, ghost DAG, implementation of DAG algorithm on-chain. Then in May, single cluster, multi-cluster, and so on. June is consensus protocol implementation for reaching an agreement, implementation of account balances, implementation of the transaction manager, and August, deployment of chain, alpha testnet launch, explorer development, mobile application development, and testnet launch as well. The mobile application development I am most excited for, and I'm sure that you guys are as well. So definitely stay tuned for everything further that's going to be happening, because it really is going to be an insane road and you would not want to miss out on everything going on. So definitely keep that in mind. You have the BlockDAG ecosystem as well, paving the way for future innovations, the dApps integration, the efficient transactions, earlier mainnet launch, as well as robust security for transactions too. So definitely check those out. And down below, the glossary, anti-cone cluster, DAG, ghost DAG, and phantom, which we've thought that is going to be coming up very, very soon. The references, obviously, and that would conclude their white paper. So definitely, once again, make sure to go and check it out, because it really does, as you've seen, have so much detailed information of everything you need to know possibly over here. So definitely go read it through in detail and have fun seeing all the interesting quirks that they've put in there and that explain how everything operates. Having said that, that will be all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, comment down below with your favorite thoughts and opinions. Once again, check out their white papers, see it in detail, and make sure to stay tuned for every other BlockDAG opportunity and announcement. Once again, thank you for watching, and I really hope to see you all in the next video.